Hi, my name's Dan Ravicher. I'm a professor here at Miami Law School. When I went to law school in the late 90s, it was a dot-com boom. And I went to law school because I wanted to work with startup companies, companies that were creating really cool, exciting new technologies to radically change the world for the better. I knew when I went to law school I didn't want to be a litigator. In fact, I didn't pay attention very much in my first year Civ Pro class, which I should have. But that's the career I wanted, and that's the career I've had. I've practiced law for 20 years now, representing entrepreneurs of all types, social entrepreneurs and nonprofits, to companies that are making new drugs for the latest disease, technology companies, software, internet. I like really helping people start their companies, get investment, retain the talented individuals they need to make a good company, develop their product, protect it with intellectual property, and then distribute their product or service to the public, which is largely done through contracts in order to manage risk. You may have seen things like terms of services. I bet you probably agreed to them many times without actually reading them, but they are important. Privacy policies. There's also lots of regulatory and administrative issues that arise for entrepreneurs. When Uber started, it wasn't legal and had to deal with all the bureaucratic hurdles that were placed in its way. Same with Airbnb, medical marijuana or even recreational marijuana, virtual currency, sports betting. A lot of the most innovative things being created push the boundaries of what's permitted under the law. So to be a good startup lawyer also means to be a good administrative law lawyer. And then finally, when startups become very successful, they'll exit either through acquisition or public offering, hopefully. Although many startups do exit through closing down or pivoting. So here at Miami Law School, I teach the Startup Law course, which is an upper level course. It's one of the most popular courses. I probably teach about half of every class takes the Startup Law course. And in that course, we talk about all these issues that I already mentioned: business associations, forming businesses, securities law, which relates to fundraising for startups, employment law, which relates to hiring people to do the creative and productive things you need them to do, intellectual property law to help you protect your rights in your inventions and your innovations, and then contract law, how we deal with all of the counterparties, whether they be our suppliers or our customers, and then administrative law for regulatory issues, like I mentioned, and finally, again, securities laws when it comes to exiting through M&A or IPO. In addition to teaching the Startup Law course, I also am the director of our Startup Practicum, which is a clinical experience for third-year law students who want to actually get hands-on experience doing these things for clients. It's a semester-long clinic, and students get 6 credits for doing the Startup Practicum, and they can do a range of projects for clients, whether it be form their corporation or LLC, draft their operating agreements, shareholders agreement, do their trademark, patent work, come up with their confidential information agreements, employment agreements, financing documents. Most of our clients are pretty small, so they do angel financing, which is usually done with convertible debt or safes, not too often equity. And if you don't know what any of that is, that's fine. You can take my basic startup law course. So that's what the Startup Practicum offers 3Ls. We are really focused here at Miami Law School on the business of innovation, law, and technology. We actually have a concentration called the Built Concentration, where you can pick to be a member of that concentration and take specific classes that'll help you become the best business innovation, law, and technology lawyer possible. So if you happen to think that going to law school means you're going to be in a courtroom and arguing, that's not necessarily the case. There are plenty of lawyers who do that. I never wanted to be in a courtroom, like I said. I never wanted to wear a suit. I don't really like dealing with judges. They're fine as people, but I don't like that adversarial nature of things. I like being productive and helping people build businesses or nonprofits or social enterprises and helping them grow. If you have any questions about our offerings here at Miami Law School, or about startup law in general, or anything related that I've discussed today, please feel free. Don't hesitate. Email me. Feel free to call me. I'd love to chat with you and answer any questions you might have. And I hope to see you enroll here in the future. Take care.